Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with day 3 of 30 Days of Sketches with Kristy's Beautiful Life Series 12. And today's sketch is by my friend Lisa Sikorski, who runs Scrap a Sketch over on Facebook. Definitely go check that out if you have not. And here's our bingo. I am going to do the bottom, which is cut files, stamping, monochromatic, florals, and foam and or puffy. And so obviously you can tell my monochromatic is blue, and I am scrapbooking these funny pictures of me and my bestie at the beach. I'm going to use these red and happy stamps because today we are also doing the Stamp It Like It's Hot monthly hop that we just got started this month. And I have a plethora of different bits and pieces I've pulled out, from Simple Stories to Stickopotamus, from the dollar store, American Crafts, all sorts of different things. Here are my cut files. I cut out some daisies, which are my bestie's favorite flowers. And so I cut those out of my Cricut. I have pulled out any of the predominantly solid, not too busy blue papers. I've got 4 different colors of blue, only going to use 3 of those. And so I've got my papers, my embellishments, my stamps for my Stampin' Like It's Hot, and my pictures, as well as this awesome layout or sketch by Lisa Sikorski. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I'm going to make all my little strips. And I decided that I was going to double my strips up and mat them. So I have a lot of this really thin paper, and I wanted to get some of it used up. So I had a scrap of this blue right here, and it was big enough to make 2 12 by 3 pieces. And then I just used a darker other piece of paper that I got out of a paper pad and made 2 of those in the 3 by 12. And then I cut 4 of those lighter colors in a 2 3/4 by, well, at the time I cut them into 12. I cut the biggest pieces down to 11 inches and the inside pieces down to 10 3/4. So I just wanted a pretty thin border, just so those other colors would peek out. So it's giving me more layers and helping me use up more paper, because I have a lot of loosey-goosey individual papers that I've had for a long time. I don't know how long. Some of these are probably almost 20 years old. So after I got all of that done, I set those things aside, and I want to put some mixed media on the back of this white paper that I'm going to use as my base. So I just got this Tim Holtz stencil and stamp, and I thought I would just add some stenciling all around, and I am using Salty Ocean. And so I kind of smush that around a little bit, and then I'm clean my brush off mostly and use some Stormy Sky to add a little bit more of a color. And then I'm going to get one of the stamps from that same Tim Holtz and stamp with the Chip Sapphire in some random places. So it's got like a little corner thing, so I put that in the 2 corners, like the top and bottom corner. And then I never put my stamp back down on the ink pad, so I'm just like pretty much using up what's on there. And so I just kind of add that in places to give just a little extra color and some texture looks. So now I have my papers on there. They are not taped down, as you can tell. I'm trying to decide if I want them to be really close together, like Lisa has hers in the sketch, or if I want to have a gap somewhere between the 2 sets. So I am stamping my title, because that is the challenge for Stamp It Like It's Hot this month. And so I am going to use these Rad and Happy stamps to stamp most of my title. I am going to add a chipboard word to complete my title, but I am using these stamps to make the majority of it. So based off the pictures, you could probably tell it was a little windy at the beach the day that we got to our beach house. And so I decided I was going to title this something to do with being windy. And then when I was looking for blue ephemera to use, I found this word little on like a baby collection embellishment set. And so I pulled that off and then decided I would stamp out the A, and then I'm going to fussy cut the A. So you probably won't see me do that. I think I probably cut that part out, but I'm going to fussy cut that, and it's just going to appear like magic. So it'll just, in the end, my title says A Little Windy. And I stamped the word windy kind of wonky for multiple reasons. One, I just can't get things lined up just right if I wanted to, so I go ahead and do it intentionally a little wonky. Plus, I think it's so cute. These stamps are really cute. I don't know how what much you can tell, but like the I is a glass with a straw in it. It's so cute. The N is a rainbow. The D's got the smiley face, and then there's just neat little lines and stuff through the rest. So I just thought they were fun. Some of them are a little crazy. Like the V is a piece of pizza, which I think is funny, but like wouldn't be fitting here. One's got a pretzel on it, like I think the P. So, I mean, they're a lot of fun, and I'm sure I will get plenty of usage out of them in the future, but I just thought that this was the perfect time. I just looked to make sure that all the letters, what I wanted to stamp out, weren't going to be, too weird or not fit at all with my title, and so I thought that these were fun. So I get all that on there. I've got my florals on there, and the flowers are cut out of the paper that I have matted my pictures. So I've used the darker blue up at the top with that lighter blue matte, and then at the bottom I've got the darker matte and the lighter blue flower. And of course I add one of the other color, but not touching the frame, so that you're not getting, that tone on tone, that same exact color. So, and I like that. That makes me happy, and I love the way this turned out. It's so fun, and I didn't have to worry about using any pink on a layout with my best friend since it's monochrome. I originally was trying to look over the bingo card, and I thought, okay, I'm definitely going to do this line here because it's got stamping, so that's one of the things obviously I'm going to be doing. And then I was both ways. One of them wouldn't work because it was like single photo or something. Well, obviously that's not happening. And then one of them, the other way, was monochrome, and I thought, well, shoot. That does not mean that I can't do another line somewhere else, or that I didn't have to do it at all. But I made it work, and I love the way it turned out. I did just pull a bunch of random blue ephemera bits out, like the anchor. I've got some luggage from a Simple Stories and an American Crafts collection. I've pulled this little word phrase that says girls rule, and I love that. And then I brought a heart in from that same embellishment collection, that's American Crafts as well, and put it up at the top cluster so that it's got that same color. And then I pulled like a little coffee cup and like a word that says world traveler, a little geotag, like all the things. And then those gummy bears are a little off, like they're not necessarily fitting of the layout or anything, but they're very fitting of the people in it, because that is one of our favorite car snack treats, and my bestie loves her sugary treats. So I felt like those would be a good addition, and I had one more of them, but I didn't end up adding it. There's a few things on my embellishment sheet that I didn't add, but overall I used everything but a few things, and I love the way it turned out. So here is Lisa's sketch one more time, and I think I will also bring up the bingo sheet. And I took care of this one down here at the bottom. I also added like 5 or 6 other things on here. So go me. Using up some more stuff, trying some new stamps. I'm loving the Stampin' It Like It's Hot. It's going to be fun. We're going to do it once a month. And so hopefully you all will follow along with that. That will be listed below. I think that there's a playlist for that. So also the playlist for 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life will be down there. And hopefully if you didn't find me there, you'll go check it out, because there will be hours and hours of inspiration and fun ways that people are using these sketches. So thank you, Lisa, for an awesome sketch. Christy for putting this together. And thank you all for sticking with me and watching and hanging out. I love it so much. I hope you all will come back again tomorrow. I'll be up with 2 layouts tomorrow, so hope to see you then. Have a great day and happy scrapping.